Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping Tactical Nut here, and today we are here back again to talk about these three knives from Big Country Forge. So stay tuned. Alright, so first let's talk about the knives and their specs first before I talk about Big Country Forgeworks and how happy I've been to review these. First, you have this one right here. If you notice, it has his logo right there. KH stands for Kevin Hopkins. That is the guy at Big Country Forgeworks. Now, this blade was made from spring steel, and as you can see here, this really cool handle is made from pure copper. Now, as you can see by the little pins he's done there, completely hand forged, which is awesome. And I love the fact when you can see the forging marks on the blade just like that. You just know that it was handmade. You know somebody put their blood, sweat, and tears, and just pure craftsmanship. Now this is 6 inches overall for this one, with a 3-inch total length on the blade, but about 2.5-inch cutting surface or cutting edge. Now I'm just going to go ahead and say right out the gate, I didn't use these a whole lot because I promised Robert at RK Leatherwork, the guy who ordered these knives but had them sent to me first. Thank you, Robert, for giving me the honor and privilege to use these before I send them on to you. But this being made of a spring steel, I mean, as you can see how thin this blade is, slices like you wouldn't believe. Food prep, no issue. Actually a joy to use because it's very comfortable in hand. And as you can see, it fits all 4 fingers if you're choked up on it, and it's extremely comfortable. I mean, there's no hot spots. I mean, you can squeeze this thing all day. So food prep, carving, feather sticking, any kind of small woods task that you want, this thing will do. Utility tasks, it does them all, right? So excellent work here. This one will strike a ferro rod pretty easy. I did use it on one of mine, so as you can see, it is full tang. So I'm guessing if you had to baton small pieces of wood, you can. I didn't do that with these because they're not mine, but man, this thing was really cool. Came in this leather sheath. As you can see here, has his little logo, the KH there. Excellent stitching. Great leather work. It does have a little belt loop right here. A little scalloping design on it, I guess you would call it. And fits very securely in there and just makes a perfect little package. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, probably turn this into a neck knife, but definitely all your carving utility tasks. I mean, if you wanted to cut open boxes and mail and all that kind of stuff, filleting fish if you're a fisherman, this would definitely do it, you know, easily on smaller fish, bigger fish too, but a little bit more work because it's a smaller blade. But I mean, the craftsmanship, I mean, I just love it. That hand forged look, to me, I love. Now the next knife, this one was made from a file. It's about 4 1/4 inches overall and 1 3/4 inch blade or cutting edge. Got his little KH initials there too. This was made from a file, so hopefully you can kind of tell from the sides of it, but definitely got your hand forged marks on it. I mean, this one and this one, which is like 3 3/4 inch total with 1.5 inch blade, also made from a file. To me, these are just awesome, cool little type blades. If you put a couple little Kydex sheaths on these, excellent, absolutely excellent neck knives. Or, you know, put a little leather sheath or a little, still a Kydex sheath. You could take these and put them in just about any kind of pack, using them for, once again, carving. This one's only about 2.5 fingers, but for all your little cutting tasks, all your draw cuts. Same with this one, skinning small game, right? Food prep as well for cutting up smaller fruit or vegetables and stuff, meat. These things are fun. Now these wouldn't strike a ferro rod as well because the round edges are a little bit rounded, so the spines are not a good 90 degrees, but it will do it. It's just not all that easy to do it. But I mean, for this size knives, they still have a lot of uses. Once again, skinning, cleaning animals, you know, your smaller game, of course. And I mean, all three razor sharp, man. I tell you what, these things will shave some hair. And I mean, both of them can serve their own little purposes. This one would be great for your draw cuts. This one a little bit better since it's closer to a sheep's foot for skinning and stuff. But either one, I mean, if you wanted to gift these to your children or something like that, perfect for smaller hands. But like I say, I mean, Robert, if you so inclined, I would make these a couple of neck knives, man. These things would be perfect. Really lightweight, small in hand, but big in function. I'm telling you, very impressive. Now, I contacted Kevin at Big Country Forgeworks to ask him a little bit about himself so I'd know what to tell you as far as what he does. And now he's been a bladesmith for about 9 years. And what he does is one-offs, pretty much, that are mostly historically designed, knives, axes, other historical or useful tools. And as he puts it, his tools are meant to be used, which that I really like. I know there's a lot of collectors out there that like to get different types of blades so that they can take them and look at them, you know, put them in a safe, bring them out every now and then, polish them off, and just get used to fondling them and stuff like that. But I like tools that are meant to be used. Like, because me personally, I'm not a knife collector. I'm a knife user, right? I'm a tool user. So if I get something, especially handmade like this, that is beautiful as this, I can't leave this just sitting around to look at it some point in time. I want to use it. And of course, they're going to be durable because they're tool steel, and this one's a spring steel. So edge retention is really good. And I mean, if you maintain your tools like you should, you're oiling your blades when they're high carbon, you're polishing them off when they need it. I mean, this is going to patina because this is copper, but to me, that only means it's going to look cooler as it does so. You know, the oils from your hand, they're going to make it patina. Water, moisture of any kind, if you're, you know, blood from skinning animals, whatever you're doing. But that to me just gives it character, right? So that's what makes handmade tools and customized things so incredible to use. Now, I will put a link to his Facebook page down below. Please go check this guy out. He showed me some pictures of some other work that he has done, and this guy really has some impressive looking work. I think hopefully it'll pull up quick. I'll give you a small example of a few blades that he has done. Hopefully you can see these well. Just pause your camera. I mean, these things are just beautiful. Got to show you again because they are beautiful. Hopefully you're seeing it correctly. Yeah, guys, I mean, this guy has some true talent that you need to see. Plus, it's helping out a small business guy, and you can get something very personalized. One-offs mean you're going to get something that nobody else has, right? You're not going to come into contact with a friend that's going to pull out the same knife as if you were to pull out a Schrade, a K-Bar, a Spyderco, or something Benchmade. So many people have those, but this guy, you're going to get something completely custom and personal. Now, prices when it comes to custom work, I don't discuss because those are going to change depending on what it is that you want, how long it takes, materials used, all that kind of stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, you will not go wrong by checking out Kevin at Big Country Forgeworks. I mean, even this little sheath, tons of attention to detail and good quality leather that he has used. And I mean, literally, guys, I say this about any custom knife. You want to get something that is very personal, and you know that somebody's personal blood, sweat, and tears went into, right? Their love of their life, their passion. You know, it's not just a piece of steel that runs through a machine and gets sharpened at the end of it, man. This is something that somebody sat back and they drew a picture and they came up with looking at a piece of material and thought, I can make something awesome out of this. And that is exactly what he does. He makes stuff that is awesome. Now that I'm done with this, these are going to be sent to Robert at RK Leatherwork. Robert, hopefully these will be in the mail really soon and on their way to you. I hate doing it, man. I hate saying it, but I hate sending them on because I would love I would love to have these to keep, man, because they are cool. You are going to be incredibly happy with what you got. Okay guys, in the meantime, be prepared, have fun, and check out Big Country Forgeworks in the links below. And trust me, you're not going to be disappointed. Talk to you later.